How to categorize and track small business expenses. In order to keep your operations functioning, you must track and manage a variety of expenses as a business owner. You may more easily prepare your taxes, keep an organized record of all transactions, and efficiently plan your money by categorizing these costs. Knowing the main kinds of business expenses might help you determine what is and isn't tax deductible. This post will go over the definition of these small business expenses, how to classify them, and how expense monitoring can help your company. Main points: utilities, insurance, and taxes are important expense categories for small enterprises. Business owners might think about opening a different bank account and employing tracking software or apps for categorizing and tracking expenses. Aside from helping you better prepare for tax season, keeping track of business spending can also open up options for strategic budgeting and tax deductions. What are business expenses that are tax deductible? Business owners can subtract tax deductible costs from their overall revenue to calculate their taxable income. These costs are also known as tax write-offs. In essence, you can pay less in taxes for running and making money from your business by deducting certain business expenses. Following are some crucial instances of tax deductible expenses: usage of a home or vehicle for work, direct taxes on labor, renting an office or storage space, payments for insurance, utilities such as phone and internet service bills. Small business expense types. Categorizing business expenses can help you identify deductible items and file tax returns more easily. Here are the most important deductible expenses for small businesses to remember. Taxes: state and local sales tax, state and local income tax, personal property tax, and excise tax may be deductible for business purposes. Utilities and housing rent. Expenses for utilities required to keep your business running can be deducted. These costs may include phone, internet, and electricity bills, as well as rent for your office and additional storage space. Note: if you work from home and have a home office, you can deduct the cost of a computer, mobile data plan, office chair, work desk, and other similar expenses. How do you classify small business expenses? Categorizing business expenses can be beneficial, but if you have never filed business taxes before, it can be difficult and overwhelming. Here are some ways to categorize small business expenses, whether you are a new business owner developing efficient systems for expense tracking or a seasoned entrepreneur looking to change your financial record system. Create a separate expense account. Setting up a separate bank account to handle specific business expenses can help with tracking. You can, for example, use a separate utilities account to pay all of your phone, internet, and electricity bills. Make use of online apps and software. Tracking apps and software that are easy to use, and often free, can help small business owners with expense tracking and tax calculations. Instead, frequently asked questions, FAQs, when it comes to business expense categories: where do I put insurance? Insurance payments can be classified as vehicle expenses if they are for vehicle insurance, and salaries and compensation if they are for employee insurance policies. How do I deduct business expenses? When filing your taxes, you can deduct business expenses. This can be accomplished by completing the appropriate tax forms, for example, Form 1040, Schedule C, and submitting the information in accordance with the instructions on the document. The IRS has a guide on how to deduct business expenses. How do I keep track of my company's income and expenses? Businesses used to keep track of their expenses and income by hiring an accountant or manually recording their transactions.